The need of social media is interactions among people, in which they create, share, and exchange information and ideas in virtual communities and networks. There are many forms of social media, including blogs, social networking sites, and more. But the main point here is it suitable for children? Well, there are always two sides of everything. It depends on your perspective on how you perceive it. The same goes for our topic today. Most people admire it as a revolutionary invention, and some seem to take it as a negative impact on society. We are blessed to be gathered here to witness a forum about the effect of social media on children. Firstly, I would like to thank everyone for being here. Before the forum begins, let me introduce you to our dedicated panel. On my right, Dr. Aifa, a researcher from Oxford University, and Ms. Anis Kabadia, a university student from UiTM Alugajah. On my left, we have a concept parent, Madam Hazina Husna, and a primary teacher from Sekolah Kebangsaan Jalan Tiga, Ms. Syahira Indira. Since everyone here is from a different background, I am sure that everyone has their own opinion on this topic. Is it helping or harming the children? For further details about this topic, I would like to seek information from the first panel next to me, which is Dr. Aifa. Dr. Aifa, what is your opinion about this topic?
Thank you, Ms. Maria. My opinion on this topic is social media may inspire or motivate children. By social media, children could share their information and story, or they could see other people's story. They could find a lot of stories in the social media about crazy things people have gone through. And they are always reminder of just how much strength human beings can show. Sometimes they're sad when they see other people's stories. Other times they feel like they can do anything. Both times, the children can feel both emotions can help children to feel motivated or inspired. Next, social media also can recharge yourself with some distraction or forget one for another. According to NetReal article on psychology, today distraction is good because it can help you to think. Depending on the type of distraction, it can reduce craving like sweet or fatty food. And also can recharge our system. Just like what Julio Kotoza said, all profound distraction can open certain doors. You need to allow yourself to be distracted when you cannot concentrate. That's all for me.
Thank you, Dr. Aifa, for the explanation. For your explanation, we strongly agree that social media is a positive impact for children. Let's move to Ms. Anis. Do you agree with Dr. Aifa?
Yes, I totally agree with Dr. Aifa. Social media gives introverted kids the chance to open up on the internet, giving them a boost of confidence. As observed, many youngsters find it easier to talk to people. Many youngsters find it easier to talk to people in person after interacting with them over social media platforms. This is because many introverts prefer digital interaction as a way to connect with others and establish long-lasting relationships. As a result, after a few times of communicating using social media, they will become close and more confident to interact with each other in person. Other than that, networking on social media allows you to connect with others, building relationships and strengthening established ones. Getting likes and other positive feedback boosts mood and increase self-confidence. By uploading photos and videos, you can share your special moments with others, and their response creates feelings of belonging and acceptance. Is it true, Dr. Aifa?
Yes, your point is true, Ms. Anis. And I would like to highlight one of my points too, which is with social media, children can make friends throughout the world. Living in different parts of the world will be disadvantage for some people. After all, it will be impossible for people to meet up physically. However, this issue will be no longer a barrier with the involving of social media. This is a good learning experience as you learn different cultures directly from the local themselves. If you get a chance to travel their countries, you will get a rewarding experience by visiting the history historical place and try with their children. In addition, you will get to learn a new foreign language through virtual international friends. Having virtual international friends is the best chance to acquire a new language because it allows you to practice in a more relaxed environment compared to learning in school. Online friendship can provide equal love and support as real-life friendships. Building online friendship does not have to be intimidating if we practice staying safe online at all times. It is vital to stay away from the stigma surrounding online friendships so that we can build good, meaningful friendships with people from all around the world. Author of Dalila Anya.
I'm sorry, Dr. but I have a different opinion from you. Social media does more harm than good. Kids who view violence on screen are more likely to show aggressive behavior, such as hitting, kicking, and pushing, and it might engage them into criminal behavior. Author of Impact Social Media on Children personally believe that offensive, explicit, and violent content is easily accessible on the internet, which might impact their minds. This content can shape their minds in the wrong manner and cause them to become mentally disturbed, later affecting other avenues of their life, from education to personal relationships. On social media, children feel free and think they have control. They have no one has control over them, so they start practicing bullying behavior. As a parent, I'm pretty sure every parent wants the best for their child. Surely it can be controlled by paying attention to them, but sometimes we overlook them. All this negative makes social platforms a dangerous place for children under the household.
Thank you, Ms. Anis, Dr. Arifah, and Ms. Husna. I see we had a different perspective here. Do you have something to say, Ms. Anis?
Thank you, Ms. Moderator. I still think that social is a good impact. Spending time online is important to younger generation to pick up necessary technical skills that they will need to navigate through their future. It allows them to be a competent citizen in a digital age, where they can fully participate in the modern society and learn social skills of that generation. Social media can also help youngsters by becoming a content creator. Social media can be extremely effective to build communication and writing skills. It can be achieved by, for example, they can practice giving impactful caption for images, or also make a blog writing. Blog writing helps the children to create a long-form essays. Not only via words, they also can create content with images and storytelling. Give access to applications that help create slow-motion videos, teach video editing skills, and help design templates and infographics. Other than that, children can use social media as media for listening podcasts. According to the Infinite Dial 2020 from Edison Research and Twitter Digital Report, over one-third of Americans aged 12 and over 104 million are consuming podcasts regularly. Podcasts are engaging and creative learning tools with various benefits. It helps the children in word recognition and improve listening comprehension.
Alright, thank you, Ms. Anis, for the benefit of social media that is necessary technical skills for the children. That was a good point from you. So for all panelists here, do you have opinions wanted to be added?
Ms. Moderator, I would like to add my perspective. According to the Professor Yasmin Hashim in German University of Cairo in Egypt, has told there is positive effect of social media for children. According to the teacher she interviewed, 46% of them think that children with skills have improved as a result of entertainment media. 54% think that their math skills have improved, and 51% think that their science skills have improved. According to 63% of our teachers, the children's ability to research has improved greatly, and their ability to multitask has also improved from right out to other class. So what I can conclude here, it shows that children could improve their education skills from social media. Do you want to add anything, Anis?
I would like to add a little bit more about this. Social media is a big part of social and creative life for preteens and teenagers. Social media is teeming with creative ideas. Studying and observing these ideas impact cognitive thinking. How an original concept is presented ingeniously on different platforms will impel the kids to think innovatively. We should control social media, not the other way around. Let the kids explore the social medias or giving them a little exposure to have fun, make and maintain friendship, share and learn interests, explore activities and develop relationship with families. For instance, social media can be a great source of creativity, such as kids posting poems, posing interesting questions, or trying out simple DIY science experiments. For school projects, a multitude of content provide refreshing ideas. Let your kids take inspiration for them and give a personal spin. Moreover, social media can expose us to diverse perspectives, which will help you to think things differently. This can contribute towards an increase in creativity because of the exposure to perspectives from the outside world. Being innovative does require to get out from your comfort zone. That's all from me.
I'm sorry, Miss Anis, but I have to tell about my different point of view about what I said just now. In my opinion, children might be exposed with inappropriate content in social media. Parents are advised not to allow children to sign up on the sites that have no age restrictions. A psychologist, Dr. Linda, said that when people they open themselves up about who I am, how am I supposed to be, and also how much they share. Kids may see online ads or content that are unsuitable for their age. They might also upload and affect content such as provocative photos or videos of themselves or even the others. Even when a kid thinks that something has been deleted, but it is impossible to completely delete it at social media. Posting an inappropriate content can damage a reputation and also can cause a problem several years. This is especially true for kids who lie about their age to get access on their sites, on some sites that have age no restrictions. Alright, back to you, Ms. Moderator.
Thank you, everyone. There was a great point to say. Just now we heard about the positive effects of social media towards children. Moving on to my left, Madam Husna and Ms. Shahira, you have different thoughts toward our topic from today.
Thank you, Ms. Moderator. Despite all the positive aspects that has been listed by Dr. Alfa and Ms. Anis, there are still plenty of negative reasons to avoid your children from social media. A recent study has already found that excessive spending time on social media can harm their mental health and leads to depression. Youngsters can experience a range of mental health problems due to social media. These are some of the common issues they may face, which is depression and anxiety. Social media for youngsters how other people live their life and they compare themselves to others. This can cause feelings of unworthiness and insecurities. It will also lead to lack of confidence and self-love. Many children can feel huge amount of anxiety due to social media.
Yes, I agree with you, Dr. Nisa. I also have a different opinion of Dr. Alfa and Ms. Anis. Many parents today are concerned that their kids may be spending too much time on social media. Korean Society for Public Health and Young Health Movement reports that social media has been suggested as potentially more addictive than cigarettes or alcohol. It is estimated that children and teens between the age of 8 to 28 spend about 44.5 hours each week in front of digital screens. This can lead to an internet addiction. As a teacher, I observed that some children spend hours each day, which can distract them from doing productive activities such as studies and also schoolwork.
Thank you, Ms. Shahira and Madam Husna. So, Madam Husna, anything you want to add for Ms. Shahira?
Yes, Ms. Moderator. According to the American Academy of Pediatrics, children are easily influenced by others. They learn by observing, imitating, and behavior of their own. Social media is one of the factors that affect the way children dress, walk, talk, or even influence the type of music or the food they want. Children are easily influenced by what they see because they are only just starting to form an identity in relation to what is around them. They can easily influenced by what they see and hear, especially from digital media, which is TV, the internet, and smartphones. Based on the article that I have studied, according to Mary Jane, she mentioned that children are easily influenced at the median age of 12 years old. For example, they compare their life to others and demand the same thing to their parents. If their parents are unable to fulfill their demand, they will start showing a violent and aggressive behavior. Instead of constantly lecturing them about how bad is social media, encourage other interests or passions they may have. So it could be hobby, sport, social work, or anything that is not good.
I am sorry, but I have to interrupt you, Madam Isma. Although social media may flow and play a role in children's negative influence, parents should still hold the position of main influence that is rightful there. According to what Courtney Smith has written about this topic in the website for Orlando Health, children will find other ways to know their worldview if parents will step up to their proper role as the main influence. I think that behind all, every young person is pondering the same thing, which is correct. What is the issue? Kids will desperate for the answer to those inquiries if their parents will provide them. Children should be taught the proper thing by their parents. For instance, teach children to reflect on the consequences of unsafe behavior. Help children to develop healthy boundaries and balance with social media usage.
Thank you, Dr. Alma. Looks like we do not agree with Madam Krishna's point. Ms. Shahira, do you want to have anything?
Yes, Ms. Moderator. In this era, children are exposed to what is called an identity crisis. According to a psychologist, Eric Erikson, an identity crisis is a time of intense analysis and exploration of different ways of looking at oneself. The crisis is the main problem, and it starts when the kids start to ask themselves about their experience. The crisis is the main problem, and it starts here. It can force them to deal with multiple conflicts. This will lead to a desire to achieve self-direction by interacting with strangers on social media. This is related to the lack of privacy for children due to the lack of experience of the use of social media. And they can also exchange a lot of privacy information and posting their privacy at risk.
Is there anything you want to argue or add as a parent?
Yes, Ms. Moderator. Social media is more harmful than good, as relationships can also harm children, real-life connection and social skills. Kids need to learn how to read non-verbal signs such as gesture, face expression, body language, and appearance as they grow up. Social connection is really extremely important for acquiring the skills needed to understand the moods and feelings of others. People who spend most of their time on social media may lack empathy and become less sensitive about others' feelings. The more time children spend on social media, the less time they spend with their families. What I want to state here is, more screen time means less communicating face-to-face. In short, today youngsters have communication problems due to social media because they are not experimenting or with socializing or trying out different skills. I'm not proposing that social media is bad, but teens spend a lot of time online and they don't know how society works without phones. Like the rest of us, they spend more time online and isolate themselves. This affects how they communicate in real life. Once a child gets a phone, they start communicating through a screen. Without the practice of face-to-face communicating, the youngsters are scared to speak in front of the groups and feeling anxious with people and avoid talking to elders at all costs. Children are in the development stage of their life where their brains are forming, We owe it to our kids to teach them how to communicate appropriately online and off.
I would like to add some, Mr. Director. As we all know, children at the age of 5 to 11 years old needs 9 to 11 hours sleep at night. Children need enough good quality sleep so they can learn and play during the day. A study by Olsen and Philip in 2014 explored whether nighttime cell phone use had an impact on sleep quality of children. This study has established that an increase of declining sleep quantity in children that partake in texting at bedtime or even after lights out. Lack of sleep and poor sleep quality are associated with daytime tiredness, which can be linked to a large number of negative impacts, including poor sleep performance and also can host of psychological problems.
Yes, I understand what Ms. Shahira is concerned about, but use of social media can be controlled. From my point of view, as elders, we can pay attention to our brothers and sisters on how much they spend their time on their gadgets. Children are still developing self-discipline, so it is not unusual for them to spend hours on social media. We have to work together on determining an appropriate amount of time they should spend on apps each day. Whether it is 50 minutes or only 1 hour per day. You can also take advantage of Instagram activity dashboard, which lets you set daily time limit reminders, mute push notifications and more. It really helps the children to be more disciplined in using social media.
Thank you so much to our panelists for the informative and interesting discussion. Finally, we come to the end of our discussion topic. So, before we end our discussion, I would like to ask the audience here, are there any questions you want to ask to our panelists?
I want to ask, from your opinion, at what age should we introduce social media to our children?
Thank you for the question. Maybe Ms. Shahira can answer this?
Yes, sure, Ms. Moderator. Due to the various dangers and effects of social media, it is necessary for the parents to restrict their children from using social media until at least 13 years old. At that age, parents may introduce those applications to their children, so the process becomes more gradual and also easy to monitor.
Thank you, Ms. Shahira. Now that we have listened to all of the interesting opinions voiced by our panelists, there are so many inputs, pros and cons, that can be seen from this topic. To sum up, social media causes more harm than good on children as stated by Madam Husna and Ms. Shahira. But I am not denying that social media also had a good impact for the children. Well, I would like to close this forum discussion by thanking all of our panelists for the informative and interesting talk about our topic today. Hopefully, the discussion will be beneficial for everyone. Thank you for the attention.